This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 5. Coverage you can count on.
On Eyewitness News at 5, new video captures the moment a road rage incident turned deadly.
And she then followed him, and she followed him to where the vehicles came to rest.
We're following a potential decision by a judge that could be made at any moment.
We're coming up on the beginning of spring break here in Central Florida. I'm updating your beach conditions if you have beach plans this weekend and how long we'll keep this dry, warmer weather around.
And happening right now, crews are monitoring a brush fire in Orlando. Here's a live look from downtown, a little bit smoky out there. Good evening. I'm Martha Sigalski.
And I'm Darlene Jones. The Orlando Department and Florida Division of Forestry now say that it is 100 still smoldering, causing all that smoke you see in the Metro West area. It has now burned about 70 acres near Barack Obama Parkway and Eagle Nest Park. We have live team coverage this evening on this story. Nick, you're out near the scene of the brush fire, and certified chief meteorologist Tom Terry is also tracking conditions there. But we'll start with Channel 9's Nick Papantonis near Eagle Nest Park.
Well, welcome to wildfire season, Darlene. We got crews already busy. This is the one fire truck that hasn't been moving around, so it's safe for us to show right now, at least. But we are just east of Eagles Nest Park here. You can see it is kind of hard to see on camera, I'll admit that. But what we're looking at here as we look into the woods behind the park is a lot of smoke. We got a couple of crews from Orlando Fire Department here moving around and shifting around, trying to monitor the 70 acres that have been burned, trying to make sure any hot spots that flare up are contained. They do say this fire is 100% contained, which means they have those fire breaks around it now, and they've kind of got it tamped out. But they do expect that the smoke and these flare-ups will continue for the next couple of days, which is why they're going to have these crews out here 24/7, making sure this doesn't continue to burn. In the meantime, though, you are going to be noticing that smoke. We smelled it from when we walked out of the station in downtown Orlando to come this way. We're like, up, there it is. There's where we're going. And I'm sure a lot of people driving home, especially on the west side of Orlando right now, can smell that as well and see the haze that's in the sky. It is not necessarily a blue sky that's out here right now. But as Tom's about to talk about, we are in the middle of wildfire season. We're just really getting into it. Things are looking dry out there. We've had a couple of fires throughout Central Florida, and just in the last couple of days, this is the biggest one so far. And this is kind of a sign of what's going to be to come, and why it's going to be really important to make sure that you watch what you're burning if you're going to be burning, and keep an eye towards those woods and make sure you call anything in if you do see something suspicious. Live in Orange County, Nick Papantonis, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
All right, Nick, thank you. And the fire threat has been a problem over the past couple of days. Certified Chief Meteorologist Tom Terry, live in severe weather, Center 9. And Tom, do we have any potential for rain on Sunday?
Yeah, we got a little rain Sunday into Sunday night primarily. This is the view from earlier today, our time lapse. You can see the smoke through here. I zoomed down the camera a little bit so you can kind of see where the smoke is going. You can still see it down here where Nick was, and we have a little bit of a south breeze, so that's all smoke that's coming in. Here's the 408 expressway. So just on the south side of 50 and the 408 is where the smoke is going to be the most prominent, but it's just generally going to spread out across the area. And the winds have been fairly variable. It was light out of the south and out of the north. Now we're due west at 9, so we're going to be just blowing the smoke all over the place. But at least the winds are calmed down. It's not nearly as gusty as it was yesterday and the day before, but we still have the low humidity and the dry vegetation. And we also have, as you mentioned, Martha, our next storm system, which is on the way for primarily late on Sunday. It's going to make up a lot of real estate traveling across the country, and we'll be updating the timing for rain for the weekend. A lot of things going on this weekend. I think the weather's going to cooperate for most of us, Darlene.
Tom, this new video you see here on the monitor behind me, we saw in court for the very first time today. It shows the moment a woman shot and killed a man after a road rage incident in Orlando. During this hearing for the suspect, a judge saw that moment leading up to the shooting and when the shots were fired. Channel 9's Sabrina Majore was inside of the courtroom, and Sabrina, a judge may soon decide on whether to allow the suspect out on bond.
Yeah, that's something that we expect a decision on shortly. But the big question of this really was about self-defense. Mark O'Mara famously made that case for his former client, George Zimmerman. He made the case today. Meanwhile, State Attorney Monique Worrell argued the exact opposite thing for prosecutors. And whether this is a stand your ground case is likely going to be the subject of another hearing and eventually a trial. Meanwhile, we expect the judge to hand down a decision about bond. That could happen as early as the end of the day. It's something that Algio's husband actually pleaded for. We'll have that part of the story coming up in the next hour. But for now, reporting live in Orlando, I'm Sabrina Majori, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
State troopers arrested a teen for his part in an Orange County street takeover. 19-year-old Adam Bunitas is in jail, accused of coordinating the event last November. It was at the intersection of South John Young Parkway, look at this video, and Central Florida Parkway. The takeover caused extensive property damage to several vehicles.
Adam Bunitas, you're here by warrant on 7 charges.
His charges include inciting a riot. Investigators are looking to arrest the others in this case. A Flagler County paramedic accused of sexually battering an unconscious victim in an ambulance is facing more charges. Sheriff's Office investigators discovered allegedly James Malede stole IDs from several victims while performing his duties as a paramedic. He was arrested last September for sexual battery. In a statement, the county said they are unable to provide any other details or comment at this time.
A man on trial in Volusia County was detained for being in the U.S. illegally. In January, the Daytona Beach Shores area cited Jin Wan for motor vehicle and insurance issues. Police say they found a number of photos of military bases and multiple videos and pictures of him holding and shooting firearms.
Titusville police need help piecing together the details leading up to the death of this woman, 72-year-old Jessie Kirk. She was reported missing Tuesday when she didn't show up for her usual morning walk. Her niece's ex-boyfriend, David Barber, was arrested when he was found near Kirk's home Tuesday. Channel 9 Sam Martello reports police are now trying to connect him to this case. Teams at NASA progress towards their first crewed launch around the moon in decades. Coming up, what they say it'll take to get the astronauts there, Tom.
Well, it's almost spring break time here in Daytona Beach and throughout Central Florida. I'm updating some great weather to start things out, and some rain too, darling.
And next, reaction across the globe after the world's most powerful rocket exploded for a second consecutive time.
Central Florida's chief meteorologist, Tom Terry.
People have really trusted me for nearly 3 decades, and that's something I take personally.
Tracking storms for 28 years.
I've seen just about everything you can see here weather-wise, so no matter what the weather brings, I vow to get it right.
With a proven legacy built on trust.
It's my job to give you the most accurate details and keep you safe.
Central Florida's chief meteorologist, Tom Terry, only on Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
Eyewitness News this morning, weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m.
The SpaceX Starship exploded overnight during its latest test flight, debris raining down off the coast of Florida and the Bahamas and disrupting air traffic across the state. Reporter Morgan Norwood has more on the second consecutive mishap for the most powerful rocket ever built.
All right, the Ocoee High School girls basketball team made school history today. For the first time, they played in the Class 7A semifinal for the chance at a state championship. We were on campus today when the school loaded a charter bus for the game in Lakeland this morning. The Knights went head-to-head against Winter Haven, which made it to the Final Four 15 of the last 17 seasons, and it has been a season to remember.
What has been your favorite moment for the whole season?
The whole season, my favorite moment was the senior night, where we all just got to celebrate with our families and our friends, and then everybody just came out to the game, and the girls won, of course, and it was just full of like happiness and memories.
Full of happiness and memories, she says. Unfortunately, the Lady Knights lost 65-41, but as she said, they've had a lot of memories this year, and we are proud of you.
What a great story for them to tell for years to come that they did that. Congratulations, girls.
Well, we got great weather, spring break, knocking on it.
Yeah, I'm like,
Good weather. Let me show you. This will be a popular spot, of course, at Daytona Beach, where it's wide open for you right now. Temperatures have been steadily warming up here in our spring break at Daytona. 4-day forecast, 80 tomorrow, 79 on Sunday. Some passing showers mainly early in the day, and then Sunday night into Monday morning. All right, so we're going to try to salvage as much of our daylight plans as possible. And I think by Tuesday, we get our sunshine going again. Another spot that gets busy is Cocoa Beach. In fact, a lot of our beaches get active. We're going to have great weather for you also. And your better chance for rain will be early on Monday morning. And temperatures will cool down behind this next system, as they customarily do when we get fronts. But we'll start to warm our temperatures back up in short order. Satellite and radar, we're looking good now. Back to the west, we have another storm system, but it will not interrupt our More Than Pink Walk. Susan J. Komen Cure up in the Altamont Springs area. This is going to be at Cranes Roost Park. So 7:30 start time, Darlene tells me. So this is going to be a beautiful, cool start, but a fantastic day up at Uptown Altamont, Cranes Roost area for tomorrow, as highs get back into the lower 80s for most of us. Let's see how long we can keep this gorgeous weather going. We'll see a few puffs of clouds tomorrow, but otherwise relatively dry. There's a slight chance we could get a shower to the north Saturday. You'll see a 20% chance for Saturday. That's primarily to the north. And Sunday, as we head toward Sunday morning, you see some of these little rounds of rain coming in. This will be primarily Marion County, parts of Volusia, and into Flagler County. So that's why our rain chance will go up a little bit on Sunday to 40%. The rest of the area pretty quiet. The main storm system itself doesn't really start moving through till Sunday night, Monday morning, Monday early morning, and then we start to dry out. So we're still trying to move this as close to Sunday night, early Monday, and salvage your weekend as we can. So the Arnold Palmer Invitational, big weekend here. Great day tomorrow. 84 on Sunday. I think that rain chance will probably be after we finish the event over there, but we'll keep an eye on that. Temperature-wise, warm weather ahead of this system. Then we drop it back down again pretty substantially for Monday, and then start climbing again heading in toward next week. A little bit warmer still. Look at Kissimmee St. Cloud. 83 tomorrow, 87 on Sunday. Then we cool it down a bit, and then again start another pretty big warming trend. Let's do one more here. Up in Ocala, you're going to see temperatures only in the upper 60s on Monday, but we're going to make up for that as we have great weather coming with a little rain mixed in. 7-day forecast, the weekend always in view. We are also springing forward Sunday at 2 a.m. I put that on Saturday, though, because Saturday night usually we move our clocks ahead. Rain chance increasing from Sunday night into early Monday. Then we have beautiful weather again starting out next week as spring breakers start arriving. Martha?
All right, Tom, thank you. If you feel like you're struggling with paying your monthly bills, you're not alone. Coming up, Channel 9 sits down with a company that has tips to help reduce your financial stress. And next, how a service offered by Goodwill can help you file your taxes for free.
Sky Witness 9 on Channel 9 Eyewitness News, bringing you closer to the scene during live breaking news. Sponsored by Attorney Dan Newland.
We're following breaking news right now in the Volusia County area. This is a live look right now at I-95 southbound. You can see a car has caught fire there. They've put most of it out there, but it is still smoldering there in the southbound lanes of I-95. This is an area near Port Orange, not far from that I-4 interchange. Only one lane of traffic you can see is getting by, but they seem to be getting by just fine. We'll continue to monitor that situation and bring you updates.
New details right now in the death investigation of Academy Award-winning actor Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy, both found dead in February in their Santa Fe, New Mexico home. Autopsies just released a short time ago show the 95-year-old actor died a week after his wife. Officials say his wife died February 11th from hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. It's a rare virus transmitted by rodents and causes severe breathing issues. Hackman died a week later of complications from advanced Alzheimer's and heart disease. Well, tax season can be stressful, especially for those on a tight budget.
That is true, but in Central Florida, Goodwill Industries is here to help, making it easier for low-income families and seniors and non-English speaking filers. Channel 9's Q McCrae has more. It is day 2 at the Ernie Palmer Invitational. Coming up, we are live at Bay Hill, where the leaderboard is starting to take shape.
Plus, the latest on when tariffs could take effect on Canadian and Mexican imports to the U.S.
And next, what it'll take to get astronauts around the moon on the first crewed launch in decades.
This Tower Cam Shot, sponsored by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm.
This is Channel 9 Eyewitness News at 5:30. Coverage you can count on.
The second round of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is underway, and the leaderboard is starting to take shape. All some early highlights, plus reaction from the clubhouse leader in my live report.
Plus, teams at NASA progress towards their first crewed launch around the moon in decades. What they say it'll take to get astronauts there.
On our Space Coast tonight, Artemis 2 teams are hoping to roll NASA's SLS rocket to the launch pad by the end of the year. Good evening, I'm Darlene Jones.
And I'm Martha Sagowski. Channel 9's Melanie Holt got a chance to see what's being done to prepare.
Police in Baton Rouge, Louisiana have made an arrest in the horrific death of a Southern University student. Caleb Wilson collapsed last Friday during an alleged hazing ritual off campus involving the fraternity Omega Psi Incorporated. He was a junior majoring in mechanical engineering and also played the trumpet in the marching band. Police say 2 more arrests are coming.
Last night, one of the suspects, Caleb McRae, turned himself in with his attorney and was booked into East Baton Rouge Parish Prison. McRae has been charged with criminal hazing and manslaughter. Again, this is still an active and ongoing investigation with more arrests forthcoming.
Yesterday, students at the university gathered to remember Caleb Wilson. Wilson's father spoke at a candlelight vigil where he thanked the crowd for their support.
A 71-year-old man died when he lost control of his motorcycle. The crash happened on March 1st around 5 in the afternoon in Ormond Beach. Daniel Conway was riding his bike on Peninsula Drive. That motorcycle overturned several times before finally stopping in someone's yard. Conway died at the hospital. Well, the sheriff has a clear message as Volusia County is preparing for a more packed spring break than usual. Starting next Friday, 6 Central Florida counties will all be starting spring break at the same time. Volusia County Sheriff Mike Chitwood spoke today to make it clear authorities will not be taking it lightly when enforcing the spring break, and they won't be babysitting your kids.
If you're going to come here and be respectful, you don't have anything to worry about. If you're going to come here and be disrespectful, then you can expect to be disrespected right back. You could find yourself in handcuffs. Parents, if you think you're going to drop your kid off and then you're going to go on spring break, we're not going to babysit him.
When asked about imposing a curfew during spring break, Sheriff Chitwood said those responsibilities would fall on the individual cities.
25% tariffs on many Canadian and Mexican imports are now scheduled to take effect April 2nd. Action 9 consumer investigator Jeff Deal is live with us in the studio. And Jeff, in light of the pause here, Mexico's president says she won't announce any new retaliatory measures just yet.
That's right, Darlene. And Canada is also holding off on its second round of new tariffs on U.S. goods, but keeping the first round in place. Right now, some businesses and consumers from that country seem less eager to forgive and forget. And President Trump is also now threatening tariffs and banking sanctions on Russia until a ceasefire and final peace agreement is reached between Russia and Ukraine. Reporting live in the studio, Jeff Deal, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
The Bureau of Labor Statistics is releasing its February jobs report today, and it could include some bad news. Researchers say U.S. employers plan to eliminate more than 172,000 positions last month. Most of the job cuts were in the government sector, led by those federal layoffs. Other areas with high layoffs include retail, technology, and consumer products. We are now learning more about the effort more affordable housing in Melbourne. Mayor Paul Alphen, the city council will vote to approve a measure of a concept for a housing complex on Tuesday night. We've told you about Providence Place before. It'll replace the Daily Bread Outreach Center, which will close in about 2 months. Providence Place will have nearly 120 units and is expected to open by the end of 2027.
The second round of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is underway at Bay Hill Club and Lodge. This is the PGA Tour stop on Orlando, and the weather is perfect, both for the golfers and the who made the trip. Channel 9 Sports anchor Alex Walker is joining us live from Bay Hill with coverage from today's second round. Not a tough gig for you out there, huh, Alex?
Yeah, I'm at work right now, but this doesn't really feel like work. This is a pretty cool assignment here at Bay Hill for the second round of the Arnold Palmer Invitational. The weather was perfect. It was sunny all day long. There was a nice light breeze, and there's some household names at the top of the leaderboard. Major champions like Rory McIlroy, Colin Morikawa, and Wyndham Clark all in contention entering the weekend. And how about Jason Day? The former major champion fires the low round of the day at 8 under 64. He started the day 4 over par, and now he's at 4 under par entering the weekend. He'll certainly be in contention here at Bay Hill. Live at the Arnold Palmer Invitational covering the second round, Alex Walker, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
All right, thanks, Alex. This weekend, a local nonprofit is supporting single mothers in a big way. Mercy Road is hosting a first-of-its-kind program this Saturday at Northland Church in Longwood. More than 300 single mothers have signed up for the summit. It includes a panel discussion on health issues and breakout sessions on self-defense and 30-minute meals.
With 1 in 3 families being led by single parents in Central Florida, with most of those being single moms, we knew that this was an event that would really benefit a lot of people in our community.
Advent Health will also lead a breakout session, and get this, the nonprofit is giving away a free car at Saturday's event. It runs 8 to 12:30. To register, go to 9family.com.
That's nice.
That is nice.
Also nice, a new 4-legged friend for Flagler County detention deputies. Meet Lucy. There's little Lucy, the newest member of the force at the Sheriff Perry Hall Inmate Detention Facility. Lucy is a toy Australian Shepherd and has been a certified therapy dog for 2 years. She is going to serve as a therapy dog for those deputies. Little Lucy.
Well, your next lottery ticket may cost you. The price of a Mega Millions ticket will more than double next month. Lottery officials say the new price is $5 a ticket. This is the second increase for Mega Millions since 2017. Mega Millions says it's overhauling the game, including improving the odds of a jackpot. Today, a local graduation ceremony was held for a new 4-legged friend.
We have more 4-legged friends to talk about.
All about the dogs here. Coming up, the special support these future service dogs will provide. Tom.
Well, we're still kind of watching this totally contained brush fire that is near Metro West. I'm updating when we get some rainfall to help out our high fire threat.
And next, Channel 9 sits down with a company that has tips to help reduce your financial stress.
Join America's favorite game.
You never know what's going to happen.
For the I can't believe it. And always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Are you ready?
Brought to you by Advent Health.
The excitement returns.
The Jeopardy Invitational Tournament.
Players from the past are back.
Fantastic game.
Only one will emerge champion.
Who knows what's next?
Brought to you by Shark Coatings.
Eyewitness News this morning, weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m.
Eyewitness News live stream, sponsored by Advent Health.
Never, ever stop reaching for what makes you feel whole.
We have breaking news regarding that road rage incident that happened in Orlando. Tina Algio, the woman who was locked up for shooting a man, we are learning, just received bond. She had been denied bond, but now we're learning her bond has been set on a second-degree murder charge of $100,000. We do have Sabrina Majore gathering reaction at the courthouse, and we'll have a live report coming up at 6. Darlene?
Thanks, Martha. If you feel your monthly bills are simply out of control, Channel 9's Dee Dee Sun is here to help. She spoke with a company specializing in getting those bills down and find out how you may be using the wrong tactic.
Earlier today in Orange County, the Canine Companions holding a graduation ceremony for 4 of their hearing dogs here in Orlando. These hearing dogs provide special support for those who are hearing impaired. They can let you know that someone's at the door by nudging you with their nose. Today's graduating class got vests that said Future Service Dog.
Our organization raises puppies, and then we place them free of charge with adults, children, and veterans with PTSD.
Canine Companions, such a great organization, started back in 1975 and have placed dogs with over 8,000 people. For hearing specifically, they have placed about 400 dogs, and these are some of the smartest dogs you'll ever meet.
Yeah, they're so good, too. They just come in, they'll sit right down there. And
how they learn so many commands, and it's amazing.
Well, we need help sometimes.
Yeah, we do.
We need some rain to help out our dry weather. This is our live shot. We're looking over at a completely controlled burn. It's not out of control. Brush fire that popped up yesterday in the Metro West area at Eagle Nest Park. We have been covering for you since yesterday at this time. 75 degrees if you have smoke in the west side of Orlando. We also have several kind of prescribed burns in and around Florida. This is just the time of year, and we're going to have areas of smoke depending on where you are. We're also going to be springing forward for this weekend, and Saturday we go from a sunset of 6:30 to Sunday a sunset of 7:30. So we kind of artificially create that extra daylight for your evening plans. But between now and the summer solstice in June, we're going to be adding about 2 more additional hours of daylight, just because the sun's getting higher in the sky, the days are getting longer. So for tonight, some smoke, 52 degrees. And tomorrow we have the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk at 7:30 is when everything kind of gets started. And I think the walk starts between 9 and 9:30, but otherwise a cool start, but a beautiful day in uptown Altamont, Cranes Roost. Arnold Palmer Invitational. Weather was outstanding today. Even more outstanding for tomorrow with the light west breeze. Temperatures climbing into the lower 80s. And it's also going to be the start of spring break. Now, a lot of Central Florida is not on spring break the coming week, but the following week. But we're going to get things kicked off here the last few days of bike week and start of spring break. Great weather, highs in the 80s. But we're watching our next system back to the west, late Sunday, early Monday time frame for the best chance for rain. Now, for tomorrow, forecast models are trying to bring in an isolated shower mainly across our northern fringe Saturday night. So I put 20% rain coverage for Saturday. That should suffice. Most of us will stay dry. Sunday morning could get a little ripple of energy sliding through, again, primarily to the north. And then by late Sunday, we start seeing the showers get a little closer. Here's 7:30. Here's 2:15 in the morning on Monday. So we're going to try to front load this for very early Monday morning. Here's 5:45. Hopefully we can salvage nearly all of your daytime plans, including in Deltona for the weekend. I got 81 tomorrow. 84 on Sunday. We are going to be warming up. Here is your 7-day forecast. Weekend always in view. We spring forward this weekend. 84 on Sunday. Rain increasing into early Monday. Full start next week, and I'll see you at 6.
On Eyewitness News at 6, troopers arrest a teen involved in a mob street takeover at a busy Orlando intersection. How deputies say you can help find the dozens of suspects who are still on the loose. Plus, new video of a deadly road rage shooting, including the moment a woman shot a man on Colonial Drive.
Striking her, aggressive act. Yes. Trying to drag her out of the car, aggressive act. Yes.
We're live as we walk you through key new evidence released in court.
This primetime lineup is brought to you by Lexus of Orlando.
In today's local steals and deals, Shannon Lanier says he has a fire extinguisher that's easy to use and perfect for any home.
Next on Eyewitness News at 6, we're following an ongoing brush fire in Orlando.
We have live team coverage from the scene as we ask fire officials about its containment.
Plus, the first of many arrests related to a dangerous street takeover. What we're now learning about the suspect and how deputies say they still need your help.
And breaking news, a woman charged in a deadly road rage shooting will be able to get bond. We'll have a live update from the courthouse, plus the new video released today.